You ever notice how a single kiss can completely shift the energy between two people? It's amazing how something so simple can spark connection, trust, and real intimacy. But here's the thing most men never learn. Not all kisses land the same way. There are specific places scientifically linked to emotional bonding and physical response that can make a woman feel more connected, more valued, and more open to deeper intimacy. And today, I want to walk you through 3 of these powerful kissing spots. Explained through a urologist's understanding of human physiology and emotional response. The first spot is one men often overlook because they think intimacy starts with big gestures. But for women, the journey begins at the temple. This area is rich in nerve pathways tied to emotional reassurance. A gentle kiss here communicates safety, presence, and your full attention. It tells her she's cherished, not rushed, and that alone deepens the emotional connection long before anything physical even begins. The second spot is right behind the ear, at the soft curve where the jaw meets the neck. This area contains highly sensitive receptors that respond to warmth, breath, and subtle touch. A slow, thoughtful kiss here can activate a mix of relaxation and excitement. It's not about being aggressive. It's about being intentional. When done with care, this kiss creates a feeling that she's desired in a deep, respectful way, not just physically but emotionally too. And the third spot, the one urologists highlight for its powerful blend of physical and emotional impact, is the collarbone area. This region sits at the intersection of vulnerability and sensitivity. A well-placed kiss here feels grounding yet electric. It shows appreciation for her presence and her body, without crossing into anything overwhelming. It's intimate, but still soft enough to build trust and connection. This is where subtlety becomes powerful. It's where emotional intimacy meets physical chemistry in a balanced, meaningful way. What makes these 3 spots so effective isn't just the physical sensation, it's the message behind the action. Women connect through emotional presence, slow pacing, and authentic intention. These kisses aren't about trying to impress her. They're about tuning in, staying patient, and letting the moment speak for itself. When you bring awareness to these places, you're not only creating closeness but also showing emotional intelligence, which is one of the most attractive traits a man can develop. And that's how a simple kiss can turn into something that builds trust, sparks connection, and strengthens the relationship from the inside out. Emotional presence matters more than intensity because real intimacy isn't built through fast movements or dramatic gestures. It's created through the quiet signals that tell a woman she's genuinely seen and understood. When you slow down and let yourself be fully present in the moment, your energy shifts in a way she can feel immediately. Instead of rushing toward the next step, you're focusing on the connection right in front of you. And that alone builds trust. Women naturally respond to emotional cues, and when your actions feel intentional rather than impulsive, it allows her body and mind to relax. This relaxation opens the door to deeper chemistry because she feels secure enough to lean into the moment with you. Presence also means paying attention to her reactions, the way she breathes, the way her shoulders settle, the way she moves closer without even thinking. Those tiny signals guide you more accurately than any technique ever could. Intensity might get attention for a moment, but presence creates the kind of intimacy that lasts beyond the moment. It shows emotional maturity, which is something women are deeply drawn to because it communicates patience, confidence, and genuine care. When you're present, your touch becomes more meaningful, your timing becomes more natural, and the connection becomes more balanced. She isn't just responding to where you're kissing her, she's responding to how grounded and focused you are. That's what transforms a simple kiss into something that feels personal and memorable. Emotional presence turns physical intimacy into an experience rather than an action. And women remember how you made them feel long after the moment has passed. The temple, behind the ear, and collarbone are high-impact intimacy zones because each one connects emotional sensitivity with physical response in a natural, soothing way that women instinctively react. The temple carries a sense of peace and safety. And when you kiss gently there, you're signaling calmness and emotional closeness. It feels like reassurance, a reminder that you're present with her, not just physically, but mentally. Behind the ear is a completely different kind of sensitivity, a mix of relaxation and subtle excitement, because the skin is thin, warm, and full of responsive nerve endings. A slow kiss here can create a wave of closeness that's both comforting and stimulating without ever feeling overwhelming. It's intimate, but still respectful, and that balance is what makes it powerful. Then there's the collarbone, an area that blends vulnerability with softness. And when you place a thoughtful kiss there, It feels grounding while still creating a spark. This spot carries emotional resonance because it's close to the heart and naturally associated with trust and affection. These three areas work together because they activate connection on multiple levels: emotional, sensory, and relational. They don't rely on force or bold moves. They rely on gentleness, intention, and awareness. Women respond strongly to these zones not because they are dramatic, but because they are subtle in the right way, giving her space to feel and engage at her own pace. When you focus on these areas, you're showing care, patience, and emotional intelligence, which deepens intimacy far more effectively than intensity ever could. Each kiss becomes a message of presence and appreciation, and that's why these spots can transform the mood, the connection, and the way she feels in your arms. Intimacy grows strongest when action meets intention, because it's not just what you do that matters, but the meaning behind it and the energy you bring into the moment. When you approach closeness with genuine purpose, instead of rushing or performing, she can feel the difference immediately. A kiss becomes more than physical contact. It becomes a reflection of your mindset, your attention, and your emotional awareness. Women connect deeply when they sense authenticity, and intention is what communicates that authenticity without needing any words. Being deliberate with your actions shows that you're tuned into her feeling, her comfort level, and the pace that feels natural for both of you. It transforms intimacy from something reactive into something shared, where both of you are building the connection together rather than one person leading while the other tries to catch up. When your intention is to make her feel valued, cared for, and emotionally safe, every touch feels more meaningful, and every moment carries more weight. She's not responding to technique. She's responding to the sense of partnership you're creating. This approach also takes pressure off both of you because intention brings calmness instead of tension, allowing everything to flow more naturally. When your actions match your intention, there's no confusion, no mixed signals, and no rush to force chemistry. Instead, there's a steady, genuine build-up that feels organic and respectful. This is what creates lasting connection, because she feels not just desired, but understood. Intention adds depth to physical closeness, turning it into an experience that reinforces trust, respect, and emotional alignment. When you focus on what you're communicating through each kiss, each pause, each breath, you're building a foundation of intimacy that feels real, grounded, and memorable for both of you.